Okay, it says I'm live, so I connected. That's all I worry about. I don't know, for some reason I have trouble with my phone connecting. I have to turn it off and reset it. Oh no. Hi, Rosie. Welcome. Hi, Deb. Welcome. It's 8 o'clock. We're going to get started. I'm going to flip the camera down. If you're not working with the current demonstrator and like to have a copy of our catalogs, let me know. I'd be glad to send them to you. Hi, Linda. For the month of October, if you're not working with the current demonstrator, I would love for you to be on my team, Deb's Creative Crew. Starting October 1st till October 31st, they are running a special on our kits to be a demonstrator. $125 worth of product for only $35 plus tax. That is a steal. Or you can get $189 worth of product for only $99. And this is all plus tax, free shipping. Hi, Renee. So if you have any questions, give me a call. There is no obligations to join Stampin' Up. You can enjoy the product and that's it. Or if you want to run a business, then you can keep on doing this. Yeah, the quote is $300 for every 3 months, a quarter. So any questions, just let me know. I'll be glad to answer them for you. All right. I am doing a fall sampler. I think I told you on Wednesday it would be Christmas cards. But I decided since Monday was first day of fall, I was going to do fall all week, and I forgot I had this sampler ready to go. So I'm going to do fall today. Then Monday will be Christmas cards that I have done. And then Wednesday will be the start of Halloween. That's October 1st. I will do a scrapbook page in Halloween. Friday will be Halloween cards. And then the following Monday will be treat holders for Halloween. And then after that, I don't know. That's all Halloween I'm going to do, I think, so far. So I'll let you know as I go. Okay. For the fall sampler, the stamp sets I used, Peaceful Pier, Beautiful Pumpkins, and Autumn Trees. Before I even show you the sampler, I'm going to show you this tree and how it has a die that cuts like that. And then these are the leaves. And I went ahead and I cut them out of the different colors. It's Cajun Craze, Pumpkin Pie, and Daffodil Delight. Okay. I didn't use it this way. I am going to stamp the tree for you. And I stamped that in Early Espresso. And I'm going to bring in the 4 colors that I used. Old Olive, Pumpkin Pie, Crushed Curry, Cajun Craze. Okay. So let me... Oh, got to be the bigger one. Okay. Now you're going to ink this up pretty well with your ink pad. Looks pretty good, except for in the middle there. Let me Okay, I'm going to put that to the side. I brought in a piece of paper and I'm stamping it on basic white. Okay, I'm going to open up my ink pads. I'm going to start with Daffodil Delight. That's pumpkin pie. Bring in my new daubers. Found some new ones in my drawer. Go figure. I'm going to tap ink on there. And let me get my, here we go. I'm going to tap that on there just a little bit, okay, on my scratch paper here. And then I am just going to randomly just tap it on here. Another thing I did before I did that, I took my early espresso marker, and I know they're going to be gone, but I went ahead and I colored in the trunk of the tree, and I did the branches a little bit. I'm not going to sit here and do them all. I want to get you to get you going on this. I'm doing pumpkin pie next. And like I said, I'm just randomly going over it. Next is Cajun Craze. And no tree's going to look the same. No two trees. Once you get started. And then I'm going to add green. Now my old olive needs to be re-inked. Okay? Then I'm going to bring in my yellow again. And I'm just going to go over a little bit more with that color. And that's more or less how I got the different color tree. Okay, and then it has a die to cut it out. And I already had mine ready for a sampler. So I just wanted to show you how I colored my tree for the sampler. Okay. Okay. And shut up the early espresso. I'm going to set the tree up there and put these up on the shelf here. And old olive, 12 by 12. And these are my pieces in the tree bundle. The suite, actually, there is a die that will cut this out. This deer right here. Okay. So I already went ahead and did that. So, okay. So let me lay these out. I went ahead and stamped everything but I'm going to tell you what I used and everything. I'm using that autumn paper, the Gathering Together. And Early Espresso and Basic White cardstock. Here's my tree that I did for the sampler. Okay, so this piece here, I didn't write anything down, I should have. This piece here is a 4 by 5 1/4. So this would be 3/4 by 5, basic white. This will get on here like so. And I'm going to pop that up on dimensional. You will need, I think these are all the same, just let me see. Yep. These are 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And I have 6 of those. So I need 4 of these at 3 1/2 by 2 1/2. Okay. Then you need 2 of the Early Espresso. They are 7 1/2 by 2 3/4. 2 1/2 by 7 1/4. And you need 2 of those. Okay. So then I'll give you the measurements of all the other pieces. These 2 here, I went online and looked for fall sayings. And it came out with a page. And I picked these 2 to put on there because I really didn't have anything that said fall. So I cut these out and they're just done on paper, printer paper. Okay. Oh, and I'm using our Alphabet Alamo dies. All right. So I'm going to take one of these up here. That's going to go up here. Okay. And then this one will go down here. And then my middle piece is going in the middle here. Okay? Then you're going to have 1, 2. We'll just have to move these over to get them on. 3. And 1. 2, 3. Okay? And then you have this one, this one, and this one, and this one. This tree that I stamped is from the Peaceful Pier here. And I stamped it a couple different times in Old Olive. That's going to go right there. The same way with this one. I stamped the pier. And I stamped some of these little grasses along here. Took Azure Afternoon with my blending brush and colored here. Pool Party up here. and lemon lime twist down here with my blending brushes. Okay, that will go there. And these are from the Beautiful Pumpkins. They're going to go up here with some greenery. I think it's this one here. Okay. This one here is going to go down here with the tree. Hello Fall up there. Grateful, thankful, blessed. And that's going to go there. And Hello Fall's going to get that mat. And this one's going to get the green. Okay. Then we have our bigger pieces of designer series paper. And then Fall will be up here. So that would be how that's going to get done when I put it all together. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just glue all the mats together, and I'll give you the sizes again. And slide that over. Oh, my dear. Goes here. All right. You need 6, 3 1/4 by 2 1/4, and you need 4, 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. And I'm using early espresso and basic white. And we're going to glue them down. Okay. And then this is going to go here. This will go this way. And this is going to go on top. Okay. I am going to glue this one down. Like so. Glue the grass. And that's just a strip, and I just tore it with my fingers. Okay. And that would be 3 1/2 inch long. And then this is going to get a dimensional. And that'll go right here beside that. That will go up there. Okay. And this is the same measurements. 3 3/4 by 2 3/4 and 3 1/2 by 2 1/2. And then the designer series paper is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. Hi Denise, welcome. And the designer series paper is going right on there. Okay. And this is the same size as I just told you. Designer series paper, 2 1/2. 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And this just going to go right on front. There's no measurements for this. It is 2 3/4 by 2. But like I said, I printed these out on my printer. And just cut them out. Okay, let's put this one on. And these are 7 1/2 by 2 3/4. This would be 7 1/4 by 2 1/2. And then then this one would be 7 by 2¼ inches. Okay. I'm going to put the tree down because that gets popped up. This is 4 by 5¼ inches. This is 3 3/4 by 5. I think I popped that up. Yeah, I did. So let me get one there, one there. And then I have one for the middle, and then I'm just going to cut the edges of this. Put one on the outside here, and one over here. Okay, and then that's going to get laid right on the front here. Like so. And then I'm going to glue this down. This is the grass at the bottom. That will go in the middle. Alright, let's do this over here. And then we're going to glue the deer down. And that's just going to go right on the bottom. Like so. It's going to go there. Do this one. And the paper here and the paper here, this is the back side. I got a piece of glue on my finger and it catches everything. Okay, and then the last piece. And then I'll glue it all together. I think this would make a nice gift for anybody. you could do a smaller version of all four seasons and give it to somebody as a gift. I didn't put. You know what? These are not. They're not the alphabet Alamo. This is actually large letters that is retired. Because if they would have been the alphabet Alamo, they would have adhesive on the back of them. They're skinnier. I should have laid them one here before. Got glue on my fingers. I think that's good. Hey, hello. It's nice when you have paper that has lines on. You can follow the line where you're putting it to get your letters straight. Okay. Now let's bring it all in the middle here and I'll put it all together. Just lining them up so I know where I'm going to glue them. Bring that down a little. And then I can bring these up a little. Okay, I think we got it. I'm going to start down here. And do this one. Okay. And then I'm going to start putting this one on. And I'm just going to go up the line. Okay. Think I got it. I'm looking for over here. And you know what? I'm going to pop that up in the middle there. And this is going to go about like that. Okay, now let me pop this one up. And I have it here. I do. I have our strips. I'm going to tear one off. And we're just going to put one right down the sides. Gonna need more than that though, Deb. I want to make sure it stays, even though it'll be in a frame. There we go. I'll take the backing off. And we're going to put that in the center. Like so. That is my sampler. And like I said, that's how I did my middle tree, but I think I took some brown through there and I didn't do that on there. But there you have it. I like doing samplers. I really do. It showcases, it can showcase so many of your stamps or your papers or, you know, anything you have laying around the house that you craft with, you know. So, all right, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the sampler. I will be back on Monday with, it'll be Christmas cards. I have 2 days worth. I have, it'll be, this Monday will be Christmas cards. And like I said, Wednesday it will start Halloween. And I have Wednesday is Halloween scrapbook page. Friday will be Halloween cards. Thank you, Linda. And Monday will be different treat holders for Halloween. And then that'll probably be all for Halloween. I'm not sure. Might do a sampler for Halloween. So, just a frame, Renee. I just put it in a frame. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate y'all. And if you have any questions, just give me a shout. I will help you. And I'll be back here on Monday at 8 o'clock.